This has got to be the worst MRE meal I have ever had. This, I wouldn't feed this to the dog, and I don't even have a dog. I wouldn't even feed the next door's dog. Hello guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me. So today we're going to be taking a look at the latest civilian ration available in the UK at this time. This is a Pro Ration 24-hour ration pack by Adventure Meals. It contains 3,602 calories and weighs 1,743 grams. It's quite a hefty ration. It is proper whacked in, as you can see. They're making use of all the available space, and you can pull that back to reveal all of your main meal ingredients in various different languages, which is quite a handy little gimmicky thing, isn't it? It says on here as well, maximum 30 degrees Celsius down to 0 degrees Celsius. Keep out of direct sunlight. As you can see, it's quite a squarish shape, a bit like a Canadian IMP. Trying to make use of all of the space that it's got. Opens up with a gripper loop, and we have got a resealable bag just to put everything else back into. That is fantastic. It is a bit kind of tight and weird to get out though. I'm not really supposed to pull that down, but it just kind of keeps everything blocked in. Got a ruler on the side as well. Not something you really see in ration packs. Your bag becomes your flameless heating pouch, your trash bag. You can also use it as a dry bag as well. I am going to link into this video the one that I made pop. I sealed it up too much on my emergency ration by Adventure Foods. The one that comes in the red bag. I sealed it all the way back up and I shouldn't have done, and the thing went bang. Really funny to be fair, guys. Alright then, so let's find out. Is this the best civilian ration on the UK market at this current time? Let's have a look. So the first thing that we've got out is a hot beverage pouch. In here, got a few little snazzy items. Look at that. That is very gimmicky. Very gimmicky indeed. Look at that. Gusseted bag. Fantastic. Get it all out then. There we go. Gusseted bag. Heat up using your flameless heating together with your meal. So you put your water, your coffee, your tea, whatever in. And this is reusable. You've only got one. You put it in with your meal and your flameless ration heater. I wonder how effective that would actually be. We've got tissue paper in a paper bag. We've got 2 black tea bags there. Lovely stuff. What are these? Salt and pepper. We've got 1, 2, 3 sugars. 9 grams in each. We've got 2 freeze-dried Colombian coffee there. Lovely stuff. These are Vitality Complex, 2 tablets. Vitamins. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of spearmint chewing gum with sweeteners. And we've got another salt and pepper. So we've got 2 salt and pepper there, guys. Fantastic. Next out, we've got our tactical emergency survival meal, ready to eat. High energy meal with a 15-year shelf life, which is not something you usually see for a wet meal. Normally you've got a couple of years and that's it, but this is claiming flameless heating ready, 15-year shelf life and 100% natural. 400 grams, 805 calories. That is a lot. Yeah, energy per 100 grams is 200 calories. Jesus, that is a high calorie meal. You see you've got your Roma scale on the back. It tells you to heat up your food. It's quite unique to these rations, putting Roma scales on, but there you go guys. 5th of the 11th 2039, 15 years on your wet meal. That is what's going to make this meal stand out from a lot. This bag, this makes it difficult getting shit out. That is annoying. So our next meal out, and this one is only 376 calories for our 400 gram meal, is our chicken with beans and vegetables. Absolutely fantastic. Now once these are open guys, you've got your grip pouch, little cut out there. Once they're open, there is no resealable pocket in them, so once they're open, that's it, you're done. Our next meal out is our rice pudding with plums, 788 calories. I cannot believe how they are smashing the calories out in these meals. This is absolutely fantastic. We have got not one but 3 of these biodegradable spoons. They are very flimsy. Yeah, they're very brittle. But you do get 3. Something else you've got 3 of is your flameless ration heater, cook without fire. Fantastic stuff. Now you'll recognise these from German ration packs. And some of the EU ones. It's a pack of sweet biscuits and a pack of salty biscuits. 2028 the dates on these. So whilst your ration packs are actually good for 15 years on the main meals, your biscuits might be a little bit stale by the time we get there. Next we've got this very strange looking protein snack. 30 grams of protein. It's vanilla. I wonder if it's some sort of biscuit. Not entirely sure. It's a regeneration bar. If we look on here, we can see we have got vanilla regeneration bar. Fantastic. We have got next a 30 gram package of peanut butter. Lovely stuff. Next out we have some extreme bars. We have a hemp energy bar and a chocolate energy bar. Now those just like a bit like nut tracker type bars from past experience. Then we have not one but 2 Pro Ration 20 gram beef sticks. Beef sticks are always good. We have 2 standard moist serviette wipes. And we also have 2 Clean Out antibacterial disinfecting hand wipes. That is fantastic guys. So this is our 24-hour ration. It is made up largely of 3 main meals. One over 800 calories and another nearly 800 calories. So the majority of this meal is calories from the main meals. It's not very snack heavy at all. But we do have 2 beef sticks, 2 snack bars, some peanut butter, a vanilla protein bar and 2 packs of biscuits, a salty and a sweet. As well as our chewing gum, just to keep us a little bit happy. Alright guys, let's get ready with the first meal. Okay then, so we are effectively back with breakfast. We've got our bag to use as a heating pouch. So the first thing we're going to do, make sure it's not all clumped together. These plums feel massive. I'll put that in there. And we're going to get our hot beverage bag. Get that out of the way for a minute. Open it out. I'm going to put in a whole sugar and a tea bag. The bags have a little drawstringy thingy on them. Fantastic. A flameless ration heater. You just have to buff them up a bit. That goes in the bag. So we've got no actual fill line on here, so it is just a guesstimate. So use your best judgment. That'll do. A touch of water in there. There we go. Can hear that starting to take off now. Pop our tea bag in as well. And we're not going to seal it all the way this time. And leave ourselves a little gap. We're not going to have a pop this time, are we, guys? Lesson learnt. Okay then, so while our breakfast is cooking away, we're going to open up everything else. We'll take 2 of our sweet biscuits out. And they're in their lovely little protective cover here. We'll keep those for later. This is a hemp bar. I'm not holding out much hope for this one. It smells a lot like a cereal nutty bar. And of course we've got our peanut butter as well. Right, we'll be back when that's heated up. Right then guys, as you can hear, this has stopped making a racket. Some steam still coming out of there. The only problem, and this is a really big downside, that is now wringing wet. So you put in a bag that's wet back into your bag. Do you put your rubbish in it and then take your rubbish out when you've got your next meal to do? Do you just fold it down and put all your food in a separate storage? I think there needs to be a separate bag inside this bag to put the rest of the food that you've not eaten yet in. I think that would make a hell of a lot more sense. Right, so first of all, and there's no creamer for this, but look at that, guys. Oh, that's hot. We have a hot cup of tea. We have a hot cup of tea. That's worked. There we go. That's still steaming. If you wanted to cook yourself a cup of coffee now, you could. And yes, I did say cook. Okay, we have no creamer for our drink, but we need to get that tea bag out of there. We did put 1 sugar in though. I can't believe how hot that actually is. That is actually a really hot drink. That is hotter than any of the US beverage bags have got them. Leave that like that. So, breakfast. And this doesn't feel that hot. Breakfast, guys, is rice pudding with plums. Ooh, look at that. Smell the cinnamon. Jesus, that is not hot at all. We've just got clumps of cold rice, congealed cold rice, and bits of plums. There's no heat to that. Oh, damn it. This is our moist towelette. Let's have a look. Not very big, but do. Smells like lemons. I've got water everywhere. Right, that is absolutely soaking wet. Hands really pungent of that wet wipe. Let's try some of this. As you can see, quite clearly got chunks of plums in with the rice. That has got to be the worst rice pudding I have ever had in my life. That is absolutely rank. All I can smell on my hands is that stupid wipe as well. Let's try it with a bit of biscuit, shall we? It improves it marginally, not a lot. This looks like trill. Any of you in the UK ever kept budgies, you know what trill is. It's a bird seed, it's for budgies. Pretty much smells like it as well, but all I can smell is that hand wipe. It is so strong. But you have got the sugar, you can smell the sugar. Alright, let's give that a go. You know what, guys, that actually tastes better than it looks. That's not too bad. I don't know whether it's the copious amounts of sugar that are in there though, but yeah, that's not too bad at all. These sweet biscuits are absolutely fine. Got our peanut butter, give it a good mush up. Make sure all the separated oils are back in with the peanuts. Didn't work, did it? Okay then, bottoms up. Well, it's peanut butter and biscuits, isn't it? It's not a bad shout. Lastly, for breakfast, this not very impressive meal. Let's try our tea. That is a very hot cup of tea. That is the one thing I am most impressed with. It has really baked that tea in that flameless ration pouch. I can't believe how hot that's got. Well guys, this has been breakfast. I will be back with you for dinner. Hopefully the meal's a little bit better. Okay then, right, we are now back with our dinner portion of this meal. We have our bag that has not dried out in the least. Get that in there. So you get a rather wet arm fishing these things out, because as we showed you before, you don't have a very big hole. Let's get that fluffed up and in. Bada-boom. A very, very wet hole. Indeed. Okay, we're not going to completely close that up again. Doesn't take long at all for that to start going. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, so we have got some of our sweet biscuits from earlier. We'll have just one of those, save the other for later. Our salty biscuits. There we go. Yet again, we've got them in a nice container. As you can see, there is a difference between the two. Salty on the left and sweet on the right. The sweet looks like it's been baked more, but that's just going to be more sugar, giving it a more caramelised appearance. This is what's interesting me, the beef stick. Let's have a look. You know how oily it is. See, packaged up, it looks like a Jack Link's beef bar. That is not a Jack Link's beef bar. Smells very beefy though, as you would expect. And our vanilla protein recovery bar. It's fairly smooth, not completely on that side, but it's all lumpy on that side like the bars were, full of seeds. This one looks like a compressed Rice Krispie bar. Let's shake them off. Look at that, and that's why it's relatively smooth. It smells just like a Rice Krispie bar, but harder. It's still got a big smell, just like the others. Right then guys, we'll give our main meal 10 minutes to get heated up then. Right then guys, it has been the allotted 10 minutes. Let's see what we have. Normal steam. Just got empty bag. Steam wise anyway, there's our meal. It is, do you know what, I'm going to do this on here because this is really bloody awkward. This is really awkward. Stupid thing. Not a fan of this. I am absolutely not a fan of this heating system. It is not that hot. So we're going to, the bottom feels quite warm, but the drink, the tea we had. Right, there we go. Let's open that up. Let's see what we've got. Now, remember guys, this is Swedish meatballs, cream sauce and mashed potatoes. 400 grams, gluten-free, 805 calories. We're having this now and not for tea because it's just going to be way too much to have that for tea. At least I think it is. That looks shit. I don't even want to eat that. That looks shocking. It just doesn't look good at all. I've got another meatballs. I think it's a blah band meal. Done one of those before. Sure I have. Jeez. Is that a raisin? I don't know. Right. Let's break that in half. The meatballs are massive. We'll give them that much. Look at that. That is a whopping very big meatball. Can't eat it on its own. There we go. Let's give that a blast. Doesn't smell the best. Okay, well, taste-wise, I do not like that. I mean, it's meant to be a mashed potato and cream sauce, but it looks like the cream has curdled. That is rank. This has got to be the worst MRE meal I have ever had. This, I wouldn't feed this to the dog, and I don't even have a dog. I wouldn't even feed it to the next door's dog. This is rank. I bet our biscuits can't even improve it. This ration, guys, this whole ration cost me over £50 for a 24-hour ration. Salted biscuits, absolutely fantastic. Oh wow. Like a leather boot strap. Oh, it's breaking. This ration is absolute pants. There we go. Beef stick's not too bad though. Very dry. So that means our last thing for us to try. Vanilla recovery bar. Protein bar, whatever the hell it is. Very crunchy and nutty. Tastes like the other bars, to be fair. Fairly standard. Not too bad. And we've got over the sweet biscuit. Tastes exactly the same they did as this morning. Right then guys, that's dinner. Worst MRE ever so far. That rank. Breakfast rank. Dinner rank. This one's been a total waste of money so far, guys. I'll be back with you soon. Right then guys, this is our last meal of our ultimate tactical ration. 24 hours of adventure meal foods. And quite honestly, at this point, I am literally only doing it for you. Not enjoying this one at all. The price tag of over £50 from Basecamp Foods. Not worth it. But we may as well see what else we've got, haven't we? Right, so this is our last meal. This is chicken with beans and vegetables. I mean, they have got a 15-year shelf life, so I'm very impressed with that. So I imagine that the last one, that mashed potato meatball concoction, wasn't actually out of date. This bag is shit. But it certainly looked very, very curdled. Right, we are going to do coffee in this one. Why not? We need something decent after all. So as you can see, I've got the beverage bowls washed out from the cup of tea we had. Opening that over the table again, it made a right mess last time. Right, let's get this going first of all. Where is it? There it is. Right, it's down the front this time. It's going to need a bit more water in it. As you can see, it's already going. So we're going to close most of it off because it will go pop otherwise. Yeah, just like that. Right, let's get all these out. So we have got 3 salty biscuits left. Let's get them out. They're not bad, all carbs. And we've got 1 sweet biscuit left. A little bit of a treat. And you would have noticed though, guys, throughout this entire ration, the only drinks we've had were hot drinks. Got our beef stick. Second beef stick actually. And we've also got our chocolate bar. It's a bit like a freeze-dried Rice Krispie nut bar, like a tracker bar. Looks a bit like the cookies and cream bar at the UKORP too. Okay then guys, so we're going to give that 10 minutes. Right then guys, this time I've left it in there for a good 15-16 minutes. Thought it can't really hurt, can it, you know. Probably shouldn't have done because the coffee, it's not really testing that, is it, if we leave it in there too long, but it's just been, I don't know, pretty rank. You watch this again. So we're going to pull that out straight away. Nice and easy. There's our coffee. Boom. Here's our main meal. It's not the easiest or the friendliest to get out. This is a pile of shite. Right, back to the normal view. So we've got our meal here. I can feel cold spots. I can feel cold spots. That's not a good thing at all, is it? Okay, mushed it about. These meals, I'm not buying these again. That just looks. At this point, I'd rather freeze-dried food. God, that bin bag's getting taken outside today. Why does it look like it's... I don't know, it doesn't look like it's... Look at that. I mean, look at it. It's all granulated. It's like something's curdled. I mean, I know these have got a 15-year shelf life, which was impressive. It's only impressive if you actually like the food. I mean, we've got some really good, hearty chunks of chicken, and yeah, it looks a bit pink, but there's so many kidney beans in there. The carrots have just, look at that. The carrots are turning to mush. I don't even want to try it. I don't. I really don't. I'm gonna. Let's drain out the rest of the chicken. There we go, guys. Have a look at that one. That is not great at all. To wash that down with some wine brew. That's not great. Right, let's have a look at our coffee. Our coffee is not as hot as our tea was. But it's still quite warm. These beverage bag pouches work. On the heating element as well, you can't knock it. It's not bad. You could do with making sure your rip across the top is pretty even though. We've got our sweet and salty biscuits. We've already done them. We've already tried a beef stick. Let's see if this one... Yep. Like the sole of your boot rubber. Pac-Man meat stick. Wah, 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 wah. I'm just not impressed with this ration at all. It is as tough as boot leather. The Jack Link's beef bars are so much better. Chocolate nutty bar. There's your cross section. Again, I am not impressed with that. They could have done so much better with this. Really, really could. Got our salty and our sweet biscuits. As before, you can see we've got a comparison in colour. That's to do with how much sugar's in them. They're very dry. They're very hard. But they are a good biscuit. I don't think it matters what we put in that. Nothing is going to make that better. I'm done with this one, guys. I am absolutely done with this. This is an absolute pile of dog turd. 50 quid, just over 50 quid I'll pay for this ration on Base Camp Foods. Absolute shocker. Tastes like pants. How these rations will last 50 years, I don't know, but I would be very interested to see that taste test video after 15 years. I've still got a half-day menu, chicken korma with rice. I'm scared to try that. Sweet biscuits, salty biscuits, peanut butter, multivitamins and mineral tablets. Spearmint chewing gum, coffee, tea, brown sugar, accessories. Flameless heating pad, wet wipes, tissues, spoon. If you remember, the spoons were a load of crap. Bent straight over, and when we had a little bit of a flexibility test. And just for the video, these are the multivitamins. Jesus, they're like us tablets, these are. You got 2 of them, GB on them, and they are the size of us tablets. Well then guys, I'd like to say that it's been a pleasure this one, tasting the food has, but bringing this absolutely fantastic new ration on the market has. Whether you're going to like it or buy it, I will leave that down to you. Me personally, I am done with Pro Ration. I am not buying no more because I'm just not going to eat them. It is that simple. Right then guys, please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell button and you know when I put out a new video. But most importantly, stay safe and I'll be back with you soon for more eats, treats and MREs.